Welcome to Update Insight. I'm thrilled to have you here for a unique React tutorial. Today we are tearing down the barriers of traditional web development by making it accessible to those who rely on their phones as their primary device. If you're part of the Update Insights community and you don't have a computer or a laptop, don't stress your head. This tutorial is tailored just for you. We're going to explore the fascinating world of React, and the best part is you can do it all from your mobile device. Whether you're on the go, waiting in line, or simply prefer the convenience of learning on your phone, AppDev is your go-to-go place. So let's dive in together and discover how you can build powerful and dynamic user interfaces with React from the palm of your hand. No computer required, just your phone and the desire to learn. Before we dive into the exciting world of React on AppDev Insights, let me share a special moment with you. This is our first video. If you're excited as I am about exploring mobile-friendly web development, be the first to show your support. Hit that subscribe button and be part of the AppDev Insight community. Since this is our first video, your subscription means a lot. Like really, a lot. Be the trailblazer who joins us on this coding journey. Don't forget to also give this video a thumbs up if you are ready to build some awesome React projects together. Your support, especially as our first subscriber, will set the tone for the amazing content we have in store. Thank you for being here from the start. Like, subscribe, and let's get coding. Welcome to my tutorial. In today's video, we're going to be looking at these 5 topics. In the first part of our video, we're going to focus on how to install Spec Editor. There are 2 ways on how you can download Spec Editor, either from Google Chrome or the Play Store. But I would recommend that you download Spec Editor from the Google Play Store. After you open Spec Editor, it shows this smooth animation. Now what you want to do is tap on this hamburger menu on here and tap on this icon and workspace. Okay, now you're almost close, and on this plus button, and just go down to React 17 System.js. And once you are here, make sure that it's external, that you're saving your project in an external. So now you might want to name your project anything you want. In my case, I will name it first React App 1. Once you create your React template, it will bring some files. So this is the file structure. You find app.js, config.js, and index.html. So now let us go through each file one by one so that we can understand what each file does. We'll start with app.js. Don't worry about all this code, we'll go through it later. Let's go to config.js. About config.js, I don't have much to say, but I'm also in the darkness. I haven't done my research about config.js. I don't want to do my research about config.js. Let's just go to index.html. In index.html, there's nothing much to say, but it's just a simple boilerplate with some links. That's it. Let's get into another section of our video. What is a component? A component is one of several parts of which something is made. A component can be represented like this part. It's one component with other components inside. Let's see this in action. Open app.js file and scroll down. There's this react.render function. It has a main component created already in it, and it has small other components, title and text. So let's view this. So here we can see title and text. So basically this is a component that has 2 other components. Having that said, let's explore more things. Let's try renaming it to React tutorial, and in the text let's try changing it up a bit Let me highlight the text. Okay, and delete. Oh no, I've deleted the important parts. Let's add the two quotation marks, and let's clean this, the dot and the quotation mark, and let's write React is fun. Okay, with an emoji, let's render it on the page. Congratulations, you have created your first React component. Now let's create our own component. Okay, I've created a file called the heading.js. So now what you can do to create your own component is to import React and component. While coding, make sure you write the correct spellings. So let's put a bracket here and space and some space here, and we're importing it from React. Put some quotations. So, okay, and you have to make sure that you have to make sure that it's uppercase letter. Okay, now we are done with our importing. So you have to do is write class, the name of your component. In my case is heading. I'm going to create a heading component. It has to extend component. When you have extends, that means that your component will inherit all the properties from the component that we have imported from React. Make sure you write the correct spelling, and after this you just add to those curly brackets and in here you write a render function. Let's start with REDER with those other brackets. Yeah, these brackets and these curly brackets, squiggly brackets. Inside the render function, just write the return statement with some brackets. And now in here in here, let me put a comment. In here you write HTML content.
I'll just write an H1 in here to make it simple. Hello. Now after this you can scroll up and go to app.js. In here you can delete the main component because it's not needed anymore. You can delete all of it. After it's deleted, you need to add a div component just to house your components. Every component that you are going to make is going to be put inside these divs. Inside this div we need to add our component so that it can render on the UI. Make sure to export your component. It's very important. If you don't export your component, it might not work. Also need to import it from heading.js, so just type out import heading from components. While I was shooting, there was one clip that wasn't added. Since you didn't see the file structure when I started creating the component, let me show you how the file structure is. So which means if we want to access the components, we have to add a slash and the folder components and now the heading.js. So now once you scroll down, you have to add the heading component in this div. It's a self-closing tag. add some space. Let's view it and see our progress. It can take a little bit of time to load. You must wait for it. I mainly like to focus on this part because it's the part that brings error. Okay, so there's an error over there. So let's see what caused this error. React is not defined. React. The error is caused simply because we wrote the React with a small letter R. You have to change it and make it a capital letter. So let's try once more and see if it will work. Okay, that's a success. Our component finally worked. Considered as the first component in React. So now let's focus on clearing up our components in the app.js file. We can just copy all of this code, all of them, because they're just confusing us, and you can delete them. Even this render function here, you can delete it. Let me just highlight it over here. And you can delete it. So let's test it out and see if it will still work. Well, it still works. With that in mind, I think we'll just go into another section of our video. Sometimes you wouldn't want to render just code text, you'd want to change over time. Okay, so you can create a variable here, const. You can name it anything, and let's assign the value to this dot prompt. Remember those attributes in the main component. This is how you create them. Prompts, then you just add this column, you add the name of your variable in two brackets named, so that when you add that attribute in your, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's go to app.js. In the heading, you add an attribute name equal to anything that you want. Now in that prompt with this, everything that you write here is going to be in that text. So let's check it out here. I think there must be something wrong because it has to be showing, but I think there must be something wrong. So let's see what the error is. Okay, editing this code looks fine. Okay, I forgot to add some brackets here, and let's go and check it out again. Okay, finally. So that's how you render information dynamically in JavaScript. It's very simple, and I guess you can even do some mathematics in here. For example, plus a plus let's do a string. I'll just write let's view it to see if it will work. Oh, there's no space. Let's add some space before the string. Let's try adding some real mathematics. Let's add some space here, an empty string, some space, plus let's write 1 plus 68. It has to show us UK 69, showing us 168. Well, guess I do not know how to work with strings. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you, but that's it for now. In my next tutorial, I'm going to continue from where we ended. With that said, subscribe and leave a like to up dev insights.